Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to create a brown smoky eye, quite similar to the one that I had in my previous video, which was my welcome to my channel video. Just gonna skip a few steps that aren't necessary to make it easier for you guys. That look, I would say, honestly, it's appropriate, you know, to go out, if you're going out for dinner, if you're going out in the evening. I find even when you go a little lighter handed, it is suitable for day if you do have something on. So in saying that, let's get started. So I'm just going to prep my lips with the Christian Dior Creme de Rose. So that one there. It's a little bit old. That's okay. Hope you guys have been well. Not sure how many of you are actually watching this video. But yeah, to any of you who are watching this video, I hope you've been well. I hope life's treating you well. Okay. So, I'm starting with my Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. Just this one here. Just going to, just apply that all over the face. I like to pop some a little bit under my eyes as well, just because I find it helps prime my under eye for my concealer, and it holds a lot better. I mean, I don't experience much creasing with my concealer, but I just like that for a little extra something. So for my skin, I usually tend to go all over my face with the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki. Conceal now. Under my eyes, I prefer to use the MAC Prolongwear concealer in NW25. I find that this counteracts my dark circles quite well. However, I do highlight over it with a lighter shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that right over my dark circles. And I also like to take it in just a tad in here. I find I do get quite dark in there as well. Okay. And then what I'd like to do is I go in with the MAC Prolongwear in NW20. Oh, sorry, NC20. So that was NW, which is warmer in tone. So that does help counteract darkness. Whereas with this one, it helps to brighten and highlight that area. So I, again, just with the same brush, I apply it just in this area, so around the eye, and almost just sort of highlighting around this area. I'm going to go ahead and set that under eye concealer. My favourite is the Hourglass Diffused light, this one here, just the white one. I find it's not too stark either, it's quite nice. My foundation, I try to sort of just dab the product as opposed to pulling it, because that will disturb the foundation. To contour, I'm using NARS Laguna with my Sigma Small Contour F05. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that just in the hollows of my cheeks. So just under my cheekbone. I prefer to just do this dabbing motion just to get the primary base down, really, and then I'll just start to go in and pull it a little bit, almost creating a gradient up over the cheekbone, so it's not just a stripe of contour through that area. So just softly running that through the apples of my cheeks, because it's not anything overpowering, and the eyes are quite strong, so I don't want anything over the top on the face. Onto my forehead, because I mean, if your cheekbones do have a bit of bronzer on them, try not to neglect your forehead and balance out the rest of the face. And then I always like to take a little bit just on the edge of my brush and just run it down my nose slightly. Bobbi Brown Bronze Shimmer Brick Compact, just slightly with the same brush, just through here, ever so slightly. Just the tops of your cheekbones running through the side of your face, top of your nose, lips, chin, and whatever's left over just over the top. Alright, moving on to the eyes, I do have my Tom Ford eyeshadow palette today in 03 Cocoa Mirage. Okay, so I'm back with one eye done, and now I'll take you through the steps on how to create this look. So what I started off with is one colour that's not in the Tom Ford Cocoa Mirage palette, and that is Creme Brule by Makeup Geek. So this one here, just gonna dab a big fluffy brush into that, and that's just pretty much like, you know, your base transition colour. So I'm just going to pop that all through the inner corner, just blend it out so it's very blown out. Doesn't have to be anything precise, it's just pretty much to get that base transition colour there to help blend everything else out, and just to create a little bit of warmth through the socket. Just bringing that out, just pull it, there we go. And then next on the list is, I will show you once I get my brushes, is this brown colour here. It's like just this taupe colour really. I wouldn't say it's completely taupe, it's got a little bit more warmth to it. So again, just with a big fluffy brush, just dabbing that in there a few times and working that through the socket. Now when you think of a smoky eye, always think of, well not always, but a good way to remember what it should look like, or a good guide would be to picture smoke. So a fire, you know, with smoke, it's always the darkest colour at the base and then it sort of blows out into a lighter shade. So that's pretty much what I'm doing on my eyes here. So now that we've added that in there, we can go in with the darkest colour here. It's almost like that really nice chocolate brown. So I'm just going to grab that on a large shading brush, dab it in a few times, and these eyeshadows are absolutely beautiful, so buttery and finely milled. They go on like a dream. So I'm just going to pat that opposed to sweeping it straight away. So just gentle pats, just all over the eyelid, not going above the crease though. Just going through now, patting, and then slowly start to sweep. And just making sure that you've covered that base of the eyelid. And just one one more time, just closer to the lashes. And there you have that. That is probably so quick and easy. I find this look is good for, you know, fairly new beginners with a little bit of guidance. It is quite a simple look to create. Just keep in mind though, you don't want to add too much. Always add little by little and build up, because it's easier to build up to get to where you want to be rather than taking off a whole heap or trying to blend out a whole heap that is unnecessary. Alright, and then I'm going in just with a pencil brush, and I'm going to grab that first colour or second colour we used in the crease, just this one here, dab a little bit onto my brush and take that into the lower lash line. And look, this doesn't have to be precise either, it is quite grungy. This isn't a precise look at all. So just working that into the lower lash line. And again, this is going to help make it easier to blend out the darker colour that we put there now. So we're going in with that chocolate colour. These should actually have like names for each of the colour. It would make it a lot easier than saying that chocolate colour, blah 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 blah. Alright. And going in with that under the eye and lash line, and just slowly and softly smudging that in. Going to line the waterline, making sure I get it right in there. And then I'm going to line my upper lash line too, waterline, so alright, that's done. And time to add the mascara. Don't forget to curl your lashes. I find this makes such a big difference. It really lifts and opens up the eye. So curl your lashes, girls and boys. Okay. And then add a couple of coats of your favorite mascara. The Too Faced Bulletproof Brows. Now if you guys want to see an in-depth brow tutorial, please comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and I will take that as a hint that you guys want to see it. So this is just quickly on one brow. I take a little bit of the product, just go straight under the brow in very soft strokes, just defining the brow from underneath first, through, closer to the front, and then just small line strokes, working from up top. Do you guys ever feel like certain brow products make your brows, like your brow hairs, fall out? Or is it just me? I remember using a certain product, it was quite waxy and thick in consistency, and I noticed during the time that I was using that product, I found when I'd take it off, my brows looked a lot more sparse in certain areas. Is it just me, or have some of you other guys experienced this as well? I found like this is doing me pretty well. I've got nothing to complain about with it. And then so with whatever's left on my brush, just go under the brow and just flick up So if there is any little bit of product on there, just slightly colours that in. And then again, I always like to go in with a spoolie and use MAC Stripdown lip liner. So I find it's not too dark or too light, it still adds a little bit of definition on my lips. So I always start from the inner corner out. Enchanted one by the MAC Aquatic collection. Just slightly dabbing that. Now, this lip is more of a medium nude as opposed to like a complete nude. There is more brown through it. And I always like to just go over it with my fingers as well. Give it a little dab. And just really soften that out. Tuck that behind there. And that is the completed look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any other looks you guys would like to see or anything you want to learn how to do, please leave a comment down below letting me know what you'd like to see next. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.